Hey guys, we are making chocolate chip muffins. Here are the ingredients. Screenshot or write them down. I decided to start with my wet ingredients, and this included sugar, eggs, butter, oil, and milk. Vanilla extract too, guys. So to your sugar, add eggs. And guys, before I go far, this recipe gave me 12 muffins. So if you want to try it with a little batch, I think you can cut down the ingredients by half. So once I added my eggs to my sugar, I whisked them, and then I added in my margarine. And you can use butter, but just make sure it's unsalted, because you'll add salt in the dry ingredients, so you don't want to use salted butter. So add your margarine, melt it fast, and then let it to cool down, because the ingredients you're using should be room temperature. So anything you add, just whisk it together, and when you feel like they are well combined, add in your next ingredient. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, add in vanilla extract or whatever extract you like. I like vanilla, so I went with vanilla extract. And then after that, I added oil, and after oil I added milk, and I whisked I whisked them together, and then I set aside to start my dry ingredients. On a clean bowl, we are going to mix our dry ingredients. So add in your flour, add in your baking powder, and then add in your salt and mix it up. And once you're impressed, or you feel like the ingredients are well incorporated into each other, we will add in our wet ingredients. So mix it up, and then we'll create a hole in the middle of the flour. We will gradually mix it up. So start slowly, just pour a little at a time, and you can use a spatula, because it will be heavy for a whisk unless you're using the electric whisk. But if you're not, use a spatula. And guys, I was struggling. I did not expect it to be that heavy, so you will see me ending up using a wooden spatula instead, because this silicone one was not doing the job. So just get a spatula or a mwiko. By the way, if you're Kenyan, you know what mwiko is. Tumia mwiko kama huna spatula. That's what I am saying. So mix it up, and the goal is to get a smooth consistency when you are mixing up. So, and guys, when you are pouring your wet ingredients, you'll notice that the sugar does not dissolve all of it. So just pour it in, itadissolve huko mbele. Just pour it in and continue mixing. In baking terms, this is called folding, whatever that is. Yeah, do that. So you put your time into it. And guys, as I was researching before I did this recipe, I noticed that you can overmix, and overmixing makes your butter come out dense. It won't be airy. So just make sure you get a smooth consistency. Don't overdo it. So you'll see how the consistency is before I add in my chocolate chips.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly.
So this is the consistency we are going for. When you see that there are no large lumps in your batter, you know that it's okay. So you can add in your blueberries or chocolate chips or dried fruit depending on what muffins you want. And I added chocolate chips because I really wanted to make chocolate chip muffins, but you can substitute it for anything you want, either dried fruit or blueberries. So just fold it in like you were doing previously, and then for a good muffin you let the batter rest. So I covered it up with a cling film and I let it sit in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, and after that, that's when I baked it. Apparently that helps the baking powder rise, and that makes your cake more fluffy.
I don't wanna care. Speaking, I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up. I'm not.
Since I'm using a gas operated oven, I'm gonna show you how we handle this. So when you open this that down section, I removed that panel bit, and then you're just going to turn it on the way you would a normal gas. So you light a matchstick and you turn it on, and then you return the panel, and I let it preheat for 5 minutes at a higher temperature. As the oven was preheating, I decided to line up my cupcake tray and add in the batter. I just remove it from the fridge, and then we'll put them in the cupcake liners. And guys, don't overfill your cupcake liners. My first batch, I overfilled them and they overflown. Okay, it was so much for the cupcake liner to handle. So you see, this is the like at this measurement is okay, because I ended up adding them a second time to fill them up. So don't fill them like at a 1 tablespoon is fine. It gives the best results. So just add in your cake batter, and then it will go inside the oven.
I think it's hard how we always wait another day. How we want.
I also added some chocolate bits, the chocolate chip, on top of the batter, so that for more extra chocolate flavor. So yeah, just do that. You can even add sugar, like the coarse sugar. You just sprinkle it on top, and then you let it bake with the muffins.
It's okay, just walk away.
Guys, the trick I used for baking is I used 2 different temperatures. When starting, I used a higher temperature, which is 230 degrees, and that went on for 7 minutes. Then after the 7 minutes elapsed, I reduced the temperature to 180 degrees for 15 minutes, and after that my cupcakes turned out amazing. I also did the toothpick test to confirm that they were baked all through before removing them. Make sure to give this a try.